The problem is you parked the car at 1026 and haven't been back out. That's a problem. So you have a warrant out of King County? Why didn't you tell me that?
And just like that, what started as a welfare check turned into something much more. On July 12, 2025, in Palatine, Illinois, Cook County Sheriff's deputies were called to the 1200 block of Woodbury Lane after reports that 2 3-year-old children had been left alone in a parked car. When officers arrived, they found the toddlers inside, unattended.
Palatine, Illinois. A mother steps away from her car and doesn't come back for almost an hour. On July 12, 2025, Cook County deputies were called after 2 3-year-olds were found alone inside a parked car. In Illinois, that's not just a bad decision. It's a crime endangering the life or health of a child. State law sets the line at 10 minutes unattended. She was gone 6 times that long.
Get your phone back, don't worry.
Yeah, they're just talking to Grandma. So Grandma's gonna come pick you guys up, okay? And then you guys get to go home, where your toys are, right? You guys getting tired? Yeah, me too. Okay. Alright.
She just basically left them here and left?
Yeah, I guess. So what we're gonna do is, Grandma's coming.
Okay.
We're gonna take these guys. We're gonna get FD rolling just to get them checked out. Wait for Grandma. Grandma leaves. With them, we're calling DCFS, letting them know we left them with Grandma. And if she shows up, we're arresting her. For child-endangerment, whatever the wording is. Is the car running? Are there keys in this car? Do you guys have keys for the car?
Yeah.
The keys is right there.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's on her right here.
Okay.
34.
Yeah.
I told her just get here and we'll just talk. So.
Yeah, so we'll get FD. You want to get FD rolling to get them checked out, which they'll just, do their normal thing here. And then, like I said, so Grandma's going to take them. He'll call DCFS, letting her know the whole situation. She shows up, we arrest her, and we'll go from there.
The children told police their mother had gone into a nearby home. The officer found the children's grandmother's contact and immediately contacted to come pick up the kids.
Call people. So she's saying that the mom could possibly be in the friend's house in one of these. So
well, they just went to the second floor. This comes back to, well, the parking spot, I think it's 2A.
Yeah, it's I think it's 2A, but that's 1A.
But she said she lives in 2A. That's why they're...
Oh, that's why they called us. Okay, that makes sense.
But she's saying that she went inside to her friend's place. So if you want to just knock on the doors, I'm going to call her friend.
Okay. Do you know whose car this is? No? Yeah, I thought that's fine. All right. Only the police? Well, now you get to meet some firemen or paramedics. Okay? All right. You guys didn't see whose car this is, did you?
Well, no, we just saw the little kid earlier, but like...
And you didn't call and tell us?
No, it's because we thought their mom was like coming.
Just call the cops.
Because they were smiling at us and they had a phone.
Is that your car? Yeah. Hey, you want to step out here? Because you left your kids in the car. Yep, put your shoes on. Hey, Mom. What's your name, Mom? Lily, come talk with me about my car real quick, okay? They're going to get checked out, but we got to talk to you. Come over by my car. Go on the other side of there so we can have a conversation. Yes. All right, Mom, what's going on?
Are they okay?
What's going on? The problem is you parked the car at 1026 and haven't been back out. That's a problem. Okay? So they're going to get checked out by FD. Okay? All right, I need you to put your hands on the hood for me, please.
Can I put this stuff in my car?
You can put it on the hood.
Move my car, gonna be good.
We're going to have a conversation after we talk with the fire department. Okay? What do you have in there? Just your phone?
Yeah.
FD might want to talk to you. I'm not sure about your kids.
First name, Your Honor.
Has this happened before?
So, who's gonna come pick up my kids?
So you have a choice. Grandma or DCFS comes and picks them up. Because you're going to be arrested. Okay? Because they've been in there since 10:26. And the reason why we know that is somebody has a video of you parking the car and you walking out. You left them in a running vehicle. They could push pedals, shift it. Who knows what could happen? That's a problem, hon. I hope you understand that. So if you need to make up with your parents so that you have some type of a support system or something, you can't leave them in the car at 10:30 at night. Let me see if FD has to talk to you. I'm not sure. Okay, so.
So what's gonna happen? My mom can come pick up my kids.
We talked to your mom.
So is she on her way?
She's gonna come and take you, take the kids. Obviously, DCFS is gonna be notified. Okay.
So what about my car?
Well, that's somebody's
My parents,
parking spot.
They're gonna be able to take it home.
I don't know if two people are coming. Your mom and your dad? I don't know. We'll figure that out in a minute.
As the officers finalized her arrest, they discovered something else.
First, taking a lead out to get some information about the kids' names and date of birth before you guys take them.
Yeah, so we have all their info. Do you want to talk to her about anything else?
No, so you have all the kids' info?
Yeah, we have all their kids' info. Yeah. She's got a warrant, so she's going to go. Grandparents are coming to take them.
Yeah, we got that. So you guys are fine with that. So as long as we can get that, we can do a quick report. And we're going to still do a child services report.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. So you have a warrant out of King County? Why didn't you tell me that? I didn't ask, but...
Deputies keep the kids talking while they wait for her to come back. A neighbor's security camera settles the question, showing exactly when she left and how long the children were alone. Almost an hour, with the engine still running. When she finally returns, the timeline does the talking for her. Under Illinois law, presence and time are enough. Prosecutors don't have to prove she meant any harm. The statute already assumes the danger. Deputies take her into custody. No resistance, no argument. Then, while processing the arrest, they find a second problem. An outstanding warrant out of King County, Washington, nearly 2,000 miles away. Under interstate extradition law, a warrant doesn't expire at the state line. It just waits. One welfare check, two separate cases.
All right, so... So, obviously you're going to be going to jail tonight. See a judge in the morning, and then, I don't even know, what's it for, the warrant?
Traffic court.
Okay, all right. So they'll end up giving you a new court date. And the whole thing with DCFS, I don't know if have you dealt with them before? No issues before? I mean, that's a good thing. You know, but they're still going to want to show up at your house. You know, they're going to do some visits and make sure that everything's good, okay? As far as the car, do you need any keys off of this, or somebody will be home when you get out?
The officers get an A. They checked on the kids, first called Grandma before anything else, and found the warrant only because they did the job right. The mother gets a D+, two toddlers alone in a running car for nearly an hour. She came back to find them safe and a second set of handcuffs waiting. If you have to step away from a running car with young kids inside, the clock starts the moment you walk away, not the moment something goes wrong. For more Bodycam breakdowns, hit subscribe. We post every week. Tell us in the comments, should that warrant be handled separately or right where she was arrested?